tongs onto my hand. Ow. Okay, we're good. 1 litre, 2 litres, 3, 2.5. I'm sorry that I can't count. Out, ow, it just hit me in the hand, that hurt. Huh? Never happened. Love. 3 litres, 3.5. That's 4 litres, yeah? I just stopped counting. I'm so happy with that. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I've had a lot of questions about more Vietnamese food. So today I'm doing one of my favorites, which is Chao Ga, which is a chicken congee with kind of like a crunchy slaw with a nice dressing that's full of fragrant herbs and things like that to go with it. And these guys, the yu tao or yo chao wei in Vietnamese. It's basically kind of like a Chinese donut. It is a Chinese donut, but we do it in Vietnam as well. And I will show you how to make that in a different video, so just watch out for that and it will come up soon. Very simple, just a little bit of resting. There's a little bit of noise that's going around because I am dealing with some construction right now. No issues. So I made this on Masterchef and it made me cry. It's one of those things that I remember eating growing up. It's very, very simple. It just takes a little bit of time. So we're gonna fast forward through that though. You don't have to watch the chicken cook for the whole hour. Anyway, let's get started. What I've got here is some ginger. With the ginger, what I'm gonna do is just get probably about this much. So a big thumb size, so like double my thumb, so 2 thumb size. Gonna give him a nice little grate or peel using the back of a spoon. This makes sure that the skin comes off, but it doesn't get rid of too much of that ginger. I'm just gonna chop it, slam it, slam it, slam it, just a little crush into a stock pot, slam it into a stock pot, into a stock pot. An onion. We're just gonna put the whole onion in as it is. You don't want that onion to break up. You don't want it to go throughout the whole stock pot. It's just supposed to flavor it a little bit, add a little bit of sweetness. Yeah, it was so embarrassing when I made this for the judges and then they asked me about it and I just couldn't stop crying. As soon as we lifted our cloches that day, it was like a photo of me, my mum and my dad. And I basically just stood there as soon as I got the photo out and I was just crying. And then every single time anyone spoke about any of their kind of experiences with their family, I was crying. When Reynolds was talking, I was crying. When Brendan was talking, I was crying. Anyway, onion, straight in. I have a kettle of boiling water here. The reason that I need a kettle is you want to get rid of the impurities in the chicken. How do you do that? You blanch it. So what I do is I just pour boiling hot water over the chicken. And what that does is it kind of gets rid of all the impurities on the outside of the chicken so it doesn't just cook into your broth. Chicken's done, into the stock pot. We've got some spring onions, gonna give that guy a little wash. I'm gonna chop the dirty ends off. You don't have to. Again, I wanted to do a really low, slow cook today. So it's all about how beautiful everything is. I'm just gonna put that straight into the stock pot to do its thing. You can chop it up if you want to. I'm not gonna do that today. So what we've got in here, some ginger, some onion, some spring onion, a chicken, and this guy. So this is rock sugar. Used a lot in Vietnamese cooking. I use probably the same amount as ginger. That just goes straight in. If you can't get rock sugar, palm sugar is fine. So is caster sugar. With caster sugar, I would probably recommend a tablespoon or 3 teaspoons if you don't like it too sweet. With palm sugar, you can probably need 3 blocks. That's done. We've got some rice that I have just washed. This is 1.5 cups. It depends. You can make this 2 cups. You can make this 2.5 cups. 2.5 cups would just fill the whole pot up and you'll have no space for anything else. So 1.5 cups would be enough for this size pot, because what you want to do is cook the rice until it's squidgy, so it's almost falling apart. So this is just normal jasmine rice that I've just cooked. That I've rinsed. We're gonna add in some water. Half a litre. 1 litre. 1.5 litres. Okay, what I'm after is about 5 litres. 5 litres should pretty much cover the chicken. 2 litres. 2.5. I'm sorry that I can't count. 3 litres. 3.5. Oh, I reckon maybe even 4 litres will do here. That's 4 litres, yeah? I just stopped counting. I think that was 4 litres. I'm pretty sure that was 4 litres. You see how it's actually pretty high up the pot? No issues. Because as it cooks and it develops, some of it will evaporate, it will disappear. The chicken will soak some up, the rice will soak some up, but as it keeps going, it will evaporate. So that's all fine. A little bit of salt. That it just goes on a high heat until it comes to boiling point, which will probably take about 8 minutes. And then after that, we turn the heat down to a medium heat and leave that to cook away for 40 minutes. So it's about 50 minutes to cook the chicken through. Okay, so the chicken's pretty much done, but what I'm gonna do is, I've been doing this the whole time, but what you do is you just skim off the impurities that are sitting on top, so all of the little bubbles. That's very important. It helps the dish stay beautiful and pure. So I just grabbed the chicken out of the bowl or the boiling pot. I'm just gonna leave it to do its thing, to cool down. It also will continue to cook a little bit as well, so you don't need to worry too much, but I'm pretty sure if I check this, it's just cooked. The liquid is not running pink, it's coming out clear. That means that the chicken is cooked. But I'm just gonna leave it to continue cooking and to also cool down a little bit. So check back with me in about 20 minutes or half a minute because you're watching this on YouTube. And we're gonna fast forward through all of that. I'm gonna shred this guy up, get started on the salad, and then the rice should be finished. We're just gonna leave it to cook for another 20 minutes, and by the time we all come back, everything will be done. All right, so hands are washed. I'm slicing into the cabbage to do the salad for the congee now. The chicken is almost finished cooling down. By the time this is done and it's all sliced, we'll be ready to go. So green cabbage, purple cabbage, whatever you want, just give it a nice kind of shave. So into a bowl. That's that done. We've got some Vietnamese mint here. Pluck those leaves, chuck that straight into the bowl. So you want to pluck as much of these as possible. I'm just going to go through the whole bunch, but we're probably just going to cut through this because you don't really need to see me picking herbs for 10 minutes. We are back. Let's get rid of you guys. That's basically your salad. You can obviously add things like carrot into it if you want. Sometimes my mum does, sometimes she puts coriander in, but it's all about that Vietnamese mint and that cabbage and the chicken. My hands are washed, so I can pull this chicken apart. So you want to just break that chicken down. My favorite part of doing this is actually eating the bone. So I usually leave a little bit of meat on the bone, stick it into the salad, and then while we're eating, I will kind of just gravitate towards the bonier bits, just because there's more flavor. She's just come in and she's just taken over my video, and now we're talking about ice. That's gonna go into your salad as well. So obviously, if you don't want to do this, what you can actually do is get some chicken bones, cook it in there with the broth, and just do leg meat or breast meat without the bone, depending on what you kind of like at home. I think it tastes better when you cook the entire chicken in with the broth. It's sweeter. Anyway, I'm gonna do half the chicken because this is becoming too much for me. We are back. We'll use the rest of this chicken for dinner. This salad is done. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a tossy toss. A pair of tongs. What you wanna do here is also dress it, and we do that with the Nuoc Mam that I've done a video for as well. So just search up the Nuoc Mam dressing, maybe like a 1/4 cup of this onto your salad. So that's the salad. We're serving it just like this. It's going to be the slaw, the chicken, everything together in a bowl. That's pretty much ready to go. Basically what you do is you're gonna drop this into the congee. It's gonna soak up all those beautiful juices. When you eat it, it's gonna be a little bit crunchy, a little bit soft, a little bit fatty, you know, fried dough, yum. So that's that also done. I'm gonna bring over the congee now because it's time to season. So in here you can see it's gotten really gelatinous. It's really quite silky, smooth. So that's really yum. This is ready to go. You spoon it into a bowl. But what you can actually also do is toast off the rice before you cook it in the congee, and it gives the congee a really nutty flavor. But now, time to season. Yeah, that definitely needs salt. So fish sauce, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 teaspoons of fish sauce. We're gonna give that a nice little mix now. What's on your feet? Got some bowls we're gonna eat out of. Since Diana's here, she'll have a nice little bowl of that. The congee will go into this bowl. So you can just take it straight to the table and you can kind of serve from the big bowl of congee itself. It's family style. This is how congee is supposed to be eaten. Right? Done. Is that gonna fit? Does that look like it fits? Not really?
Looks a bit awkward.
Okay, cool. Cool, let's do this again.
Pretend it happened.
Never happened. Congee, done. Salad, done. Almost forgot, pepper. Okay, so this is the thing. Diana just asked the same question that a lot of you have been asking, which is where the pepper grinder is from. As I said before, and I'll say it again, I do not know where you buy this from, and I cannot help you. If you really want it, let me know below, comment, subscribe, all of those things, and I will find it for you. But right now, it just appeared at Mum's house. Pepper on. Some of this salad and some of that chicken, that will just sit in there. So the whole idea behind this is you actually do mix the salad into the congee. It's one of my favorite bits of this dish. We'll get some of those U-tails, chuck them through, or the yochaway. A spoon of the fish sauce. And with mum dressing, that goes on as well. What else do we need? Tiny bit of pepper. That's basically our dish right there. All of the things, all of that becomes that. This is my chicken congee, or Chao Ga. Chao Ga, sorry, almost forgot it. Chao Ga, which is a congee with a chicken salad. Absolutely divine, delicious, reminds me of home all the time. Really easy to make as well. So have a go of it yourself. I'm gonna try it all together. Mmm. Every time I have this, I get surprised that it tastes really yum, because when you eat everything individually, it's nice. When you put it all together, it's smack bang on point. If you want to learn how to make these, I'll have a video of how to make them, probably with Diana sometime soon. We'll figure it out. The Nook Mum you can definitely find. Just have a Google of my name and Nook Mum. And go through my videos, look through other ones, comment on them, tell me what you want to see, what you don't want to see, and we'll go from there. But thank you for joining me today. This is my Chao Ga, or chicken congee, and also some U-tails.
Bye.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot to say bye. Bye!